Hi, welcome to the Trauma Thrivers podcast. Delighted to have you with us. I'm Lula Bentz, your host, a psychotherapist, a trauma expert, and a survivor myself. Lovely to have you with us. The Trauma Thrivers podcast is for anybody who has been through any sort of developmental trauma or who has complex PTSD. This podcast aims to help educate, inspire, and support those of us that are on a trauma healing journey. We've got stories, steps, and various solutions to trauma to help you heal. If you'd like more information or tips or tools or strategies, please go to traumathrivers.com. You can also find this podcast on my YouTube channel, Lula Bentz Trauma Thrivers. If you'd like to join our community of thrivers, please find us on Facebook under Trauma Thrivers. Khiron Clinics proudly sponsors the Trauma Thrivers podcast. Khiron Clinics offer residential and outpatient treatment for anyone trying to recover from the effects of trauma. Khiron's clinics look through the lens of trauma to treat common mental health problems and behavioural disorders, which can lead to self-harming, addictions, depression, anxiety and relationship issues. All treatment protocols used at Khiron Clinics use the latest research on trauma in the brain as a guide, and the combination can be highly effective in restoring nervous system regulation. For more information, see khironclinics.com. Hey Trauma Thrivers, today I'm delighted to introduce you to Nicci Roscoe. I've known Nikki for a long time and she is so inspiring and has such a remarkable story that I really wanted to bring her on to the Trauma Thrivers podcast. So Nikki is a crystal and Reiki healer, but also a master NLP practitioner, a life and business coach, and a master crystal healing teacher, along with being a Reiki master as well, of course, and a meditation teacher. Nikki has worked in so many different areas and fields, but mainly in the fitness and well-being industry, where she's done loads of presenting on television and radio. And she's also written a fabulous book called Fabulous Impact: Step into the New You and Rewrite Your Own Script, which, not surprisingly, Nikki has definitely done herself, because in 2002, she survived a life-threatening brain tumor operation, which left her with throbbing pain in her head, which is why Nikki has developed mind medication, which is her process to overcoming pain, which uses her own techniques alongside her crystal and Reiki healing. So Nikki, welcome today. I'm really excited to have you here and cannot wait for everybody to hear more from you and on the tools and techniques and what you've used to overcome your own trauma.
My absolute pleasure, Lou. And I think you're doing the most wonderful work and you're helping so many people. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's really, really kind of you. And in helping people, that's really why I asked you here today, because I know that your story, which I wonder whether you could start with, is just so inspiring. And I think that's probably a good place to start. And then I know that we're going to go on to talk about Reiki and crystal healing and your mind medication methods. But I thought that was a really good place to begin with your trauma, which was significant.
Thank you for that. Yes, it was a trauma, and thank goodness I have triumphed. And so many that follow you and that you're with have suffered the most horrendous traumas. And the one thing that we all need to know and realize that there is hope for the future and we can get through this, whatever. life was fantastic for me. I was head of David Lloyd Club's aerobics, and I was traveling all over the country and all over the world, really, doing various things. And I was health and fitness presenter on Sky One, and doing things on breakfast TV, and just having the best time, and writing for different magazines and newspapers, and on the radio. It was just fabulous. And then all of a sudden, one day, I was on the radio and my speech went really weird. I actually was thinking I was saying one word when I was saying another. And I thought, well, this is strange. And I really didn't feel like myself. So I went to see the doctor, and I was told, you're stressed, you're doing too much of your fitness and your exercise, and you're this and you're that. And I thought, that can't be right. Anyway, it was quite a few years on that all of a sudden, one day I was shopping, as you do, and I suddenly felt as though a thunderbolt had just smashed me in the head. The pain was just excruciating. But when that happened, I literally couldn't see. I couldn't see, and I couldn't speak. I just lost my speech completely. And I was so lucky that somebody was there, and they literally saw what was happening, took my hand, sat me down. I eventually saw my GP, and I was told, you have a migraine, go home, take the tablets and just sleep it off. And 3 days later, I was still not able to speak properly. It was just absolutely horrendous. Went back to see another GP that had known me for years, and I think had even come to one of my workout classes. So he knew exactly what I was like, and loved all the energy and the woo-woo and let's get going. And he said, this isn't like you, Nikki, not at all. Anyway, he sent me to see a neurologist, and I had an MRI scan, and I had to wait about a week to get the results, which is the worst thing. And I don't know, anyone sort of watching this, you have to wait for so long to get results, you just don't know what it is. And it's so frightening. And my children then were sort of 12 and 13, or around those ages. It was really, really scary. And then I suddenly got a call that I needed to go in and see the neurosurgeon. Went to see the neurosurgeon, sitting there waiting in anticipation. And he said to me, you have a tumour, you have a brain tumour. And it's the size of a golf ball.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he said, if we don't get it out, you're going to be like a vegetable within 2 years and dead within 5.
Oh, Nikki.
And you know what? I just sat there numb. All I could think about were my children, actually. Adam and Jeff. That's all I could think about is, oh my God, my kids. I want to be there for my kids. And my partner at the time broke down. It's really strange how we suddenly can find this courage, this strength from within us. And I actually found that strength there and then. It was like, wow, what? And I looked at the surgeon, Neil Kitchen, and I said to him, well, so will I survive if I have the operation? And he said, we can't guarantee it. But yes, you need to have the operation. So I had it. Here I am.
You survived it, girl. You more than survived it.
Yeah. It was very traumatic. I had to make a will before I went in for the op. I was told that I may be paralysed down one side of my body, the right side. I was also told that I may never be able to speak again because it was on my speech. And there were occasions that if I got upset, I've been tired, I could potentially lose my speech now, because so I need to look after me. And then I had 3 plates and 6 screws in my head, one of which is loose. I genuinely have a loose screw.
Well, I'm glad you don't say it the other way round.
Yeah, well, I haven't got, what, the loose screw?
No, the screwless.
The screwless. I like that.
Oh God, I'm so amazed that you can even laugh about it, my
Well,
lovely.
that's the thing. If we don't laugh about it, then what can we do? And
Yeah.
they're not able to tighten the loose screw, because if they open me up, that can cause infection. It could cause a whole big issue, and there's no point. So I live with chronic pain in my head, and I have done since I had the operation. And I saw somebody for pain management at the time, and I thought she was absolutely amazing, and I thought, I really want to help others going through the trauma of what I went through, going through chronic pain and anything else that they're living with. I need to do this for others. I need to help myself to help others. So once I went through that and I managed to get through it, I trained as a life coach.
Okay.
Life and business coach. And I sort of learned different ways to manage things myself, and what I say to myself and how I say them. And then I went on and became a master NLP practitioner. So NLP is a neuro-linguistic programming. So I learned, how to program my brain, what I said to myself. And then it was wonderful because I could help others do the same.
Yeah.
And we learned hypnotherapy as well. So I don't get anyone dancing on the table.
No.
Crazy.
Yeah. Not a hypnotist per se.
Yeah, exactly. I don't do shows and things like that. No. What I do is I take people into really beautiful, deep, relaxation places, so that they feel really comfortable and they can start to trust themselves again and be able to talk about things and manage their pain. And from there, I wanted to do even more. And Reiki has always been something that I knew I wanted to explore. And I always have felt this strength coming from my hands. I never really understood what it was. And if ever I put my hands on anyone that was in pain, or there was always something coming out of there. There was a heat, there was a pain, there was something.
Yes.
So I trained as a Reiki, and I'm now a Reiki master. Then I trained and I did my Reiki level 1 and my Reiki level 2. And so, then became a Reiki master. Absolutely wonderful, using these tools to help others as well. So that was fantastic.
And with the Reiki, for those that are listening that don't really know much about Reiki, could you explain it a little more about what it is and how it works and how you do it to people, but also you probably use it on yourself, don't you?
Absolutely. So we can give Reiki healing to ourselves. What it is an energy. It comes from the universal energy that comes through us. So we're the vessel. Everybody has it in us. Everybody can do this. And it comes through us, down through us, through our hands, and that's how we can help others. So it's a specific energy. Now, everybody has this, but once you are trained and you have the attunements, because there are various attunements that you have to enable you to then open up even more, that helps you to help yourself and to help others. And then going on to do level 2, you learn various symbols. There are different symbols that you use that will then help you to do even more and help others even more and yourself. So there's so much to. Well, I'm so blessed that I'm able to do this and give to others. And if you are interested, or anybody that is watching this interested in Reiki and want to know more, please let me know. I'm actually giving a Reiki level 1 course in December, at the end of December, and Reiki level 2, and then we'll do the masters a lot later on, because I feel that you need to really work with this and then
Yes.
do more later on.
Okay, amazing.
What I then did is I went and trained. Well, I've done it in the middle. Crystals, I've always been fascinated with crystals since I was a child. And everybody loves all those sparkly things,
Yes,
the
yes.
sparkly crystals. But I wanted to know more. And whenever I held a crystal, I always felt some kind of vibration, or there was something that felt really lovely every time I held one, or I looked at one, and I just felt I need to do more. So I trained. I did my level 1 crystal healing, my level 2, my level 3, and then I did my masters. And that opened up a whole new world for me as well. Crystals have this incredible energy that they give. They give you what you need, and combining that with Reiki, it's absolutely so powerful. The two of them together is just amazing, absolutely wonderful.
And did you use them, Nikki, to help manage your own trauma and your own pain? Is that
I did.
are those tools that you use? Is it mainly the crystal and the Reiki healing and the NLP? And what do you use daily to manage your pain?
So very much so. The crystals are a huge part of my life. So I have specific crystals that I use for me, and that I have with me. And then there are other crystals sometimes that call out to me that I think, oh, I need that, so I'll have that. In fact, we have a puppy, a little puppy now, and we're training him to be a healing dog.
Oh,
And
how lovely.
yeah, he's just beautiful. He
Oh,
recently picked up a crystal, took it over to my partner, and dropped it in front of his feet.
oh.
Just amazing.
And was it the crystal that he needed, your partner?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
It really was. It
Yeah.
was fantastic. And he's lit the crystals he wants, and then the others he's not interested in. And he was burying a rose quartz. Now, rose quartz is something that I absolutely love and adore. Rose quartz is for love, for giving yourself love, and others, and for feeling for others. And it's sort of at the our heart center. And I had a couple of big rose quartzes, and one of them, he grabbed. How he got this, I have no idea. The next thing, it was in his basket. We were watching him, and he was burying it, literally burying this rose quartz, like, it's mine. You're
Oh,
not having this.
wonderful.
I
That's
want to look
brilliant.
after it. So crystals are very powerful.
Yeah.
For anybody that is interested in crystals, or even if you're not, look at when, if any shops are open that you are able to go to now. I mean, with lockdown and everything else, I'm not quite sure, for different areas,
Yes.
who's able to do what right now. Or you can go online and you can have a look at different crystals. When you see a crystal you absolutely love, that means that, yes, you really do need that. Whatever it is, it's telling you. It's our intuition that's saying this is going to be really good for us. If you see a crystal and you think, oh, I don't like it, it's revolting, I can't stand it, that also means that you need that crystal.
Yes.
Because if you really, really don't like it, in fact, I have a story here with my grandson, who's 2 years old, and I was gathering him a huge, beautiful bowl full of crystals. And all of a sudden I saw this little Dalmatian crystal, which is this sort of black spots, literally look like a Dalmatian. I thought, oh, I'm not getting him that. He won't like that. And I thought, hang on a minute, Nikki. And my partner said to me, hang on a minute as well. He'll need that. And I said, you know what? There's a reason I need to get him this one as well. So I did. And a beautiful black tourmaline heart. Now, tourmaline is for protection, and I always love to have tourmaline on me, with me somewhere. I have lots of my bracelets on at the moment.
Oh, yes.
So, and I have different crystals that I wear around my neck as well, and I've got pink tourmaline on here. And brought them home, gave them to him, and he absolutely adores them. The first one he picks up is the Dalmatian stone.
Yeah.
Guess what he does with it? Gave it to me.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's what you need. And I've always used them. And now I'm a crystal master teacher. So I'm able to do wonderful things with them to help others. So that's fantastic. And combining the Reiki and the crystal healing together, using it on myself, as well as using it on others, has been unbelievably, incredibly, amazingly wonderful. That's all. There's so many words to describe it. And on top of that, every single day, I tell myself, I'm in control of you. You're not in control of me. And I'm talking to the pain, and I'm talking to any negativity that may be there, or any words that are, I'm just telling myself, I'm taking control now. And something else that I teach and that I trained in, and I went to America to train with Deepak Chopra meditation many years ago. And when I walked in, I was, what is this? It wasn't music and aerobics and jumping around and everything I've been used to. It was silence. There was total silence, and everybody was on pillows and duvets, and it was like crazy. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then there was Deepak Chopra in the middle of the room, sort of like, why, you're late, come in.
Oh,
so
dear.
Went in, it was amazing. Went in, sat, well, I was with a friend. We sat down in nice and cozy. We had our own pillows and whatever's that we're supposed to take with us. And when he started to talk, and he took us into beautiful meditation by starting with his ohms and all the beautiful things that come with meditation, I thought, wow, this is really incredible. I absolutely love it. And I never believed how powerful silence was, and visualization as well. And from going there, and from also doing other trainings in meditation, I developed my own meditation, which is called the word meditation. So the words that resonate with you, to benefit you, to help you feel stronger. So saying to yourself, I'm feeling strength. I'm feeling strength from within. I feel courage. I feel hope. I feel love for myself. I can do this. And then you repeat these words over and over and over again. And that's what I did. And that's what I now do to help others with everything that I do combined.
Okay. And that combined all together is mind medication, which is what you're doing now.
Yes, mind medication. So I do believe that if we need medication from the doctors, or we need that surgery, that yes, I believe in that. I also believe that everything else I do, Reiki healing, crystal healing, NLP, coaching, everything else is complementary and can really help and make a massive difference. Because if I hadn't been through it, I might not be such a believer.
Yes.
Because I've been through it, I can then tell others, look, this is what I've done. I know it works, but you really need to do this religiously. You really need to follow this. I mean, when I do crystal healing treatments, I say to people, there's no point just doing one treatment. You need to do 3 treatments, because there are different things that come out of each treatment.
Yeah.
I may use different crystals on you for different things. So it just depends what your needs are. And I know that, and also by combining the Reiki, as I mentioned earlier, absolutely incredible.
So if people wanted to inquire more or find out more about Reiki and crystal healing to help them treat their own trauma, where do you recommend? Hopefully you've whet their appetite today, Nikki. Where do you recommend that they look or come to? I know that you've got a book coming out on crystal healing. Is it
Actually, it's in the spring. We have
Is it?
called My Crystal Guide. It's the 7+. It's by Seeker Books. It's going to be in English all over the world, and then going to be translated into other languages.
Fabulous.
Very exciting, because even though it's for ages 7+, it's for us too.
Yeah, totally. We've all got an inner child of about that age anyway. So yeah.
Exactly. And the wonderful thing is we've written lots of meditations for different things in it. There's lots of descriptions on different crystals and how the crystals can help you and in what way. You know, we're giving you everything on how to cleanse your crystals spiritually rather than clean them. We're giving you how to use a pendulum. There's so many different things of what to do, and we're giving science, the scientific things, the exciting scientific things to do. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, when we are reading a grown-up book, it's not as fun.
No, it's not.
No, so to read this one, it's going to be more fun, and there's going to be lots of visuals in it. So
okay, fantastic. So they can go there, or they can obviously go to your website.
Yeah, it will be on my website as well. And my website's www.mindmedication.co.uk. And you can always send me a message through that if you'd like to, or email me.
Amazing. And if you were to kind of say or sum up what message you'd really want to give people who are on a trauma healing journey, or something that you maybe wish that you'd heard, what would you say to them?
Once you've gone through the trauma, whatever it is, so important for you to just stop and find somewhere to start loving yourself again. Place your hand on your heart and start liking you. Then start loving you again and giving yourself love. And once you've given yourself love and you feel that love from within again, just for you, start believing in yourself. And then once you believe in yourself, start trusting that you can move forward. And give yourself that hope, because we all need that hope.
Yeah.
And to have hope is so wonderful. And then find that focus, find that passion, something you really want to do. Maybe you'll want to help others as well after going through what you've been going through. Yeah. But first of all, start loving you.
Yeah. Beautifully said. I couldn't think of another thing to add to that ending. And thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you, Lou. Thank you so much.
It's really been helpful. And I really hope people do go and look at the power of, you know, Reiki and crystal healing, because I always preach there are so many roads to Rome.
So many.
You know, and everybody's journey and everybody's experience is different. So just to give them a flavor of your experience and how much it's helped you is massive. So thank you, Nikki.
My pleasure, and sending lots and lots of love to everybody, and yeah, especially love.
Oh, we'll catch up soon.
Absolutely.
All right, take care. Thank you. Thanks so much for listening to today's podcast. I hope it helped you in some way, and I really hope to see you back here soon. If you have anything to share on today's experience or podcast, please nip over to the YouTube channel or the Facebook group Trauma Thrivers and let us know there.